Well, thank you, Taylor, for your interest in our company. Oh, and by the way, thanks for dressing interview appropriate.
Me. Look at you. You're wearing a Miami University jumpsuit.
Yeah, good idea in insulting your interviewer, but I went to Miami University. It looks like if you got this job, you'd be working for me.
Miami? Is everyone there as snobby as you?
Everyone in Miami is beautiful. It will make something of their lives.
What was that?
Well, here at our company, we like to see how our interviewees face adversity. And it turns out that you are just a huge... Using a green screen is a useful tool for making you seem like you're filming at a place that you're not really at. You can make yourself look like you're here, or here, or here. Well, no one wants to be there. But seriously, green screens are a useful tool in video editing and making.
You can purchase a ready-made screen. No matter what color you are using, green or blue, care has to be taken that the screen is uniform in color and shade. You can also make an inexpensive screen by using a tablecloth or even a wall that is evenly painted and lit. Spend some time to remove dirt, discolorations, folds, and wrinkles. Uneven colors in the screen will result in video with floating objects and even blotches.
It is important that the subject contains as little of the screen color as possible, whether in their clothing or as part of an object. For example, the woman in this video is clearly wearing a green shirt while she is in front of a green screen. Another handy hint while deciding the color is analyzing the color scheme of the video, which will be inserted as the background. For example, if the background you're going to insert contains images of the sea, then use a blue screen. If the background contains an image of a park or trees, use a green screen. This way you can hide and minimize the impact of the edges that appear due to non-uniform and unevenly lit screens.
Once you have decided on the color of the screen, the next step is to shoot the subject standing in front of it. If you are aiming for perfection, make sure that the subject has a well-defined outline. The camera's focus should be on the subject and not the background to prevent a blurry effect. Be sure that no one's clothing matches the background color. If you are using a blue screen, a man wearing a blue tie in the final movie, it will seem that he has a hole right through his chest.
The lighting of your background is very important. It should be evenly lit. If it is too brightly lit, then some light will reflect off the background, producing visible circles in the final combined video. Also, make sure that the subject is not too close to the background screen. This is to avoid shadows, which disturb the uniform color of the background.
Once you have your completed shots, import your clips into Final Cut and begin editing your scene together. If you have multiple angles, add your preferred backgrounds to each clip.
To do this, click on the Effects tab, go to Keying, and drag a mask onto the specific clip you want to change the background to. It will display with controls to edit where you want to cut out. With our scene, we need to edit out the whole background.
Once the mask is rendered, drag a keyer onto the same clip and it will completely take out the solid background color. If you have done this correctly, you should have a clip with a completely black background and your subject still in perfect quality.
To add a new background, find your image or video clip and drag it into the timeline underneath the clip you're keying. This will now complete the process of using a green screen.
If there are any holes or fuzzy parts of your subject, go to the Fill Holes attribute in your video settings and you can control how much you are filling.
Once you have your completed clip and the background you like, add the rest of your scene and edit it together, and you have successfully made a video using a green screen.